And welcome into the Rob and Kale Show. It's great to have you with us this evening. My name is Rob Sanders. Up to the right there is my buddy from the upstate, the number one Gamecock YouTuber in the world. That would be Carolina Jackpot. Jackpot, hello.
Good evening. How's everybody doing tonight? Great. I hope I'm doing wonderful. And
All right.
few more weeks, just a few more weeks. The football season comes rolling around the corner. Can't wait.
Yeah, man, we're getting closer and closer. You're right about that. Lots of things we're going to talk about tonight. Some shocking news coming out of Georgia. Some folks in here that were saying that it would never happen, but it didn't take long, did it? We'll get into that in a moment. Let's thank our sponsors, Callaway's Bar and Grill out in West Columbia, Callaway'sBarandGrill.com. Be sure to enter our Pick'em contest. The link is in the bio. Shouldn't be too hard to figure out there. You want to enter the Pick'em contest? We do 10 games the first week, 5 games each week after that. And then we'll be good to go, man. You pick all games against the spread. It's $20. Send your money to Jackpot. The link is right there in the bio. Normally we have Dennis Wilson, DNC Trucking and Transport, but I had to get a new computer system today, so I didn't even turn on my computer light over there, so you don't even see my bright, beautiful face.
How y'all like that, guys? Guys got so much money, he can just walk out. Oh, shit. Got to walk out before we get started and get a new computer.
Ta-da!
Let's be nice.
Anyway, normally we have those with Dennis Wilson. We'll have you another message come Wednesday night. And that is completely my fault. We just had to knock
Shout out to Johnny Red Dot over on YouTube. Says breaking news: SC has been invited to the Sun Belt Conference. Oh boy, I guess that means we might be able to finish at least 500 in conference play now.
Poor Kale. I don't even know where to go with that. But I don't even have virtual Kale settings in my thing here yet. So I'm trying to get that up, because like one of my favorite virtual Kale bits is the oh no, we might not win.
Either that or I'm not going to dignify fat ass with another.
Not gonna dignify fat ass. Yeah, so there's that too.
Speaking of that,
all
I
right,
want to throw that out there real quick. It has been a tough week for people first name Bobby. Bobby Eaton passes away on Thursday morning. Former member of the that's not former member of the Midnight Express tag team. Went to fame in the early to mid 1980s, and then Bobby Bowden, Florida State coach, passes away early this morning. So condolences to all those families. It's a lot of death this week, man. It's kind of crazy.
Sucks. I mean, that's pretty much the only term I can use, is that it sucks. So,
well, I mean, I'm not going. I mean, it wasn't shocking that Bobby Bowden passed away. He was sick, and
he was 92 years old.
It was kind of shocking to hear that Bobby Eaton passed away. He was only 62 years old. That's kind of crazy.
That's only about 5 years older than you, Jackpot.
7. So
anyway, as a Clemson fan, the one thing I remember about Coach Bowden is the punt Ruski that he ran on Clemson. People remember that. Clemson was up 14-0 at the half. I think that's what it was. Florida State came back to tie it. They ended up swapping scores. Florida State has 4th and 4 on their 21-yard line. Who in their mind is going to go for it on 4th and 21, Jackpot? Nobody.
Not many people. Lou Holtz did that one time. He went for it on 4th and something in our own territory, but he didn't make it.
He didn't, well, Lou Holtz didn't have the caliber of athletes that Bobby Bowden had.
They were just a smidgen off. But,
just a smidgen off. But the punt Ruski is something that I'll always remember. And Coach Bowden, Dag Nabbit, I think that was his term line. And He was a very, very good coach, man.
That was a crazy play
Ball,
too. I mean, I was fooled by that.
I mean that probably messed up your Clemson jersey you were wearing that day at the ripe old age of 8 years old.
It did, man. I got shit all over it.
Anyway, but the big news tonight, and this I just read this on the 247 Sports site. If you remember the man, and I wish I had my soundbite to play, but I don't have it. We know what we think about. Actually, you know what? I do have it, Jackpot. I'm gonna play it anyway because I've got it right here on my phone. Here it is. Exactly. That's our line for Will Muschamp because even when he leaves a program, he continues to fuck it over for years to come. So,
Megan,
Begging Megan
Megan, thank you
joins the
for the
show
super chat.
tonight. Yeah, thank you for the super chat, Begging Megan. Your chances of winning the Clemson game just went to shit.
He says
Now
God
that Coach
hates
Muschamp
UGA.
is on the
Oh
field.
no, oh no. Now you can't y'all can't be saying that now. I mean, we're telling us, oh, he's secret agent Muschamp. He was sent to infiltrate the programs in the SEC East to bring them all down to their knees and then return home to Georgia. Don't be sitting here bitching. He's
Don't
sitting
want
here
to hear it.
bitching.
That's the you know
I
the
knew
crazy thing is, go ahead.
I knew nothing of any of this. I really didn't. When did this all come to light?
Well,
That
I've
house
been
was going.
setting up my computer system here, but according to Scott Cochran, is no longer serving as Georgia's special teams coordinator. Maybe he looked at the line and was like, "Man, I don't want to be for this shit." He got the hell out of there. But now it says now the Bulldogs have tapped a veteran head coach as his replacement.
So in essence, Muschamp is going to be the Pete Limbo of the Georgia Bulldogs.
I guess so. That would be
Well,
about right.
he can't hold a candle to him. So there's that.
Well, Adam, I didn't know if the coach left for mental issues. I wasn't mocking the gentleman. I just I was goofing. But if he left because he was dealing with some mental health issues, then that's on me, and I'm sorry. So there you go. Ben says he just sent money to you, Jackpot. He
He
can't wait to
did.
win it all. There you go.
Yes, I saw it come through on Venmo.
Venmo.
Wonderful.
All right. So, but apparently Scott Cochran has left the Georgia Bulldogs program. And actually, Coach Smart said Coach Cochran is currently dealing with health issues and is taking time to prioritize his mental health and well-being.
Shout out
We
to
him.
also to James Matthews
Mhm.
for sending not only getting in the contest but also sending a $30 PayPal to the Rob and Kell show to help out with expenses and that. Thank you very much.
Well, you go, buddy. As always, thanks for checking out the show. But anyway, so taking over on Cochran's on-field coaching role for the Bulldogs, we former South Carolina and Florida head coach Will Muschamp, per Dogs 247. Whether Muschamp will specifically be the special teams coordinator is still up in the air. David Futral, I think that's how you pronounce your name, sir. Is Clemson now the favorite? Well, Clemson was the favorite before, but remember, Will Muschamp on the field automatically cost you 6 to 10 points. Gamecock fans will be happy to let you know that. So the line might move up. It might. You never know.
Well, let me ask you this:
Sure.
with the death of Bobby Bowden, do you think the line on the Florida State Notre Dame game is going to shrink any?
Um, you know what? I was actually talking with my wife about this earlier. She said you guys should talk about Bowden tonight on the podcast. I think that there's when you really stop and think about it, what year did Bowden stop coaching? Wasn't it like 2000?
2009.
Yeah, so 12 years ago. And under that logic, Bowden was when Bowden quit, a lot of these kids were like 6, so they may not really know who Bowden is.
Well,
You know,
I remember that the last game he coached in, right, was it was the Gator Bowl. They played West Virginia. And if you remember, West Virginia had the guy named Bill Stewart who was coaching the team then, who used to be like an assistant coach for Bobby Bowden or something. Um,
right?
and West Virginia was like 10-2 or 9-3, something like that, going into the game. And Florida State was like 6-6. They had a shitty year. And I remember they let Bowden go out there and throw the flaming spear in the ground. He took it uh, from the little white frat boy riding the show pony around, and he chucked it in the ground. And they were behind like 14-0 in the first quarter, toward the end of the first quarter. And then all of a sudden, it was just like West Virginia just stopped. It was just like everything just totally did a 180. And Florida State came back. They won the football game, but it wasn't like they dominated them. And for some reason, I just felt like they threw that fucking game. I just felt like they threw the fucking game so like he could win his last game as a football. And I'm not to throw shade today because that's a sad day, but I just thought that was really, really strange because West Virginia was rolling that year. I remember that. And Florida State was terrible. And it's like, this doesn't make any sense right here. They should beat this team by like 5 touchdowns, and that didn't happen. So I thought that was weird. But
Well, here's the other thing to think about. When the Gamecocks go to Georgia this year, Adam brings it up here. The majority of the Gamecock players there will face their former coach on the other sideline. That's interesting too.
do you think the Gamecocks will throw the game so that Will Muschamp can get a win?
Well, I mean that's what that would make a lot of sense. Why not just throw the damn game? I mean, hell, we're throwing the game in honor of Coach Muschamp. That's what we're doing. Get the hell out of here with that. Some funny shit there, jackpot. Anyway, we're
Taco
taking
Smith
calls this
saying
evening.
Skalski going to play dirty against Georgia. Taco, it's a fact. He definitely will for a half.
Okay,
That's all he's going to get to play.
let's slow down a little bit. You can say a lot of things about Skalski. Skalski he's not a player that plays with his I was going to say his head, but he does because he leads with it. He has piss poor technique. All right, we'll go with that. But as far as him playing dirty, get the hell out of here with all that. That's some silly shit right there. I'm not even
Well,
gonna
he did.
say that nonsense.
It's not targeted if you roll into it.
It's a split second call either way, jackpot. You
Okay.
know that as well as I do. Come on, man. Come on, man. Taco's right. He could hurt himself just as much as anyone else. All right, 803-470-2905. That's the number to call if you want to join us on the show this evening. Jerome says, Will Muschamp will have UGA so screwed up, Jesus, say goodbye to your playoff hopes, won't even win the East.
Mm.
He didn't pay for that, but we'll highlight that chat. That's funny. Oh my goodness. Uh Alan says, I can't wait to watch UGA's running backs to embarrass Skalski. They're not gonna
Me
get to
either.
Skalski because Brzee and Tyler Davis and all those guys are gonna hit him in the backfield. So
XT.
yeah. Spencer's asking about Missouri's new athletic director. Have you seen their new athletic director, sir?
I have not, but it sounds like I need to.
Yeah, we could probably let's see if I can find Mizzou's new athletic director and we can see if she what the okay. It's UNLV's Desiree Reed. That's who it is UNLV's Desiree Reed, jackpot. Yeah. Let me see. There we go. Let's see if I can. Hold on, please. We'll bring it up right now.
Taylor Lord says Breezy will purchase property in UGA's backfield. Huh? Okay.
Oops. Let's see here. All right, so there she is, Jackpot. That's their new
Oh,
athletic director.
okay.
Hmm.
It's kind of cute.
Huh. So there you go with that. Jerome says Jerome with another great comment. Taco fans with an only great comment too. You guys are on fire over there. All right, so Ben says he can only see his comments. Well, the problem with that, Ben, is that you can watch on YouTube and you'll be able to see everyone's comments. That's the way that it works there. I don't know why it shows up like that. So I think it just splits the two up with Facebook, etc. But most of our listeners are over there on the YouTube channel now, and we appreciate them, obviously. Jackpot, what are you drinking tonight? What is that?
Diet Pepsi.
Diet Pepsi. Okay. All right, 803-470. Ooh, 803-470-2905. 803-470-2905.
Spencer
That
Reed
is the
says
number
she
to
can
dial.
eat crackers in my bed anytime. That's racist, sir. Let's not go there. Thank you.
Uh, at least Kale knows how to pronounce is it Braze, Breezy? I don't know.
Brian Brzee, right?
It's Braze. All right, 803-470-2905. You want to talk about Muschamp is now going to be on the field with Georgia. Well, you know what that means, Jackpot. That means that there's an opening to be an analyst at Georgia, so you can analyze the coaches there. You should apply.
I might. Can I do that on Indeed or Glassdoor?
I don't know. I think you have to be a two-time failure to get that job, but
Oh well, hell, I'm not. I'm only a one-time failure, so fuck.
yeah. Anyway, we'll have to see from 247 Sports. This won't be the first time that Smart and Muschamp will work together on the same coaching staff. The two coaches first linked up on the sidelines at Valdosta State and later coached under Nick Saban at LSU. Yeah, that's some crazy stuff right there. Uh, oh man, y'all talking about drinking bathwater over there. Y'all are getting hardcore in the comments.
Please
All right.
don't anybody say I eat peanuts out of her shit.
Damn it, Jackpot. You're killing me, Jackpot.
I mean, that's the next go-to line. So please don't do that.
Yeah, I don't know which way to go with all that, but anyway, we'll take your calls at 803-470-2905, 803-470-2905. That is the number to dial if you'd like to join us here um, on the Rob and Kale show. Kale's already killing it over there, brother. Crazy man. All right, so Jackpot, there's a couple other little things we wanted to get into. They had on the let's see here. There was another thing from 247 Sports today that was kind of interesting. They had the 10 most hated football teams of all time. Did you catch this?
I saw something about it, but I really didn't get into it.
So, the 10 most hated football teams of all time. Number 10 is UCF from 2017. Everybody hates them because they claim they crowned themselves national champion after they beat Auburn.
Uh-huh.
I
I
think
don't
that's
know. I don't know if that deserves recognition or not. I mean, come on.
the 2011 Alabama team is also the most hated. They lost a 9-6 clash during the regular season against LSU and wounding up winning it all against those same Tigers.
Okay.
People hate that team. The 2002 Ohio State team, people seem to hate that team, it says.
Was that the ones with the tattoo gate scandal or whatever it was?
No, they beat top ranked Miami 31-24.
Well,
Always seem to
that's a
have a
reason
flair.
enough to like them right there. It should be some of the not the most hated, the most loved.
Maurice Claret was a freshman on that team and
Mhm.
was like lights out good. So Oklahoma from
They were coming off.
2017.
They had a lot to prove. They were coming off 2 straight losses to Gamecocks. So us kicking their ass a couple years in a row kind of gave them motivation to get things going in the right direction. So shout out to John Cooper for a great job.
Brandon with a good comment. Maybe you can enlighten us some of this on some of this jackpot. He said he checked out your prediction video earlier. He agrees with you 100%. The Gamecocks go 6-6 this year and beat Florida at home. I have not had a chance to watch that video yet, but that's out there on the Carolina Jackpot channel.
Well,
Check
one of
that
the
out.
Facebook groups, I shared it to you. You liked it.
I like all of your posts, sir.
Well, you did. Well, so you liked something you didn't even watch.
I haven't had a chance to watch it. I have a queue where things that I've set up to watch for later, and it's in my queue to watch for later.
Okay.
So there's that. So anyway, Taco says he'll drink your bathwater if Carolina goes 6-6. Okay, terrific. Back
Okay.
to
Well,
the
pucker your
teams.
lips up then, because it's probably going to happen.
Ben Simmons says you're going 3-9.
Ben Simmons is retarded. Just
Notre
dumb.
Dame is the 6th most hated team of all time.
Just period, or that not a particular year.
It just says Notre Dame in 1993. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So they say that the 1996 Florida Gators were also the 5th most hated of all time. This is with Heisman Trophy winning quarterback Danny Warfel and the fun and gun offense back when Spurrier was running around pissing people off.
Spencer
So,
Reed said, "Taco, you may fart in the bathwater." It's true. I do like to do that. I call it the motorboat. I actually move across the bathtub when I cut a big one.
when you do that, does your rubber duckies bounce up and down? Is it like a hurricane?
No, they just kind of go. They get kind of like a hurricane. It blows them from one end of the bathtub to the other. They kind of go for a little bit of a ride, but they don't actually leave the bathtub. So they're not in any danger, you know.
Good point, sir. Jackpot, tell us a bit more about your video today.
It was a long one. We actually did most of it yesterday. The hard part, which was breaking down last year, the coaching, the offense, the defense, special teams, and all that, which was like 32 minutes worth, and like 15 or 18 minutes of predictions for the season. So we come up with a 6-6 record with wins in the SEC against Tennessee, Vanderbilt, and Florida, and then losses to the other SEC teams, and then wins against all of the non-conference teams except for Clemson. So,
yeah, good stuff there. Oh, by the way, folks calling on the phone lines there, please. I got you ready to go with the number from the queue.
Alan V says, talk
back.
about Avedance. Yeah, I said I need to get some curtains up over that window that I got redone. I redid the bedroom and I had to add to the Avedance, and I actually have them up now. Spencer Reed said, my cousin took a shit in the tub when we were kids and my aunt beat his ass. That reminds me of that Next Friday movie. When, what was his name? Day said, I remember when Craig was a little kid, he took a doo-doo in the swimming pool, and he was like, I was like going toward it, and I thought it was a chocolate payday.
Yeah. All right, hold on. Let's see here.
You gonna answer the phone?
Yeah, I'm trying to. Here we go. All right. Good evening. Welcome into the Rob and Kale Show.
What's up, gentlemen? I am ready for football to be back. Let's go, Gamecocks.
Go Cox. Mississippi.
I'm really excited that football is finally here. Even professional football and college football. We're only like, September 3rd is when college football kicks off, if I'm correct.
No,
Something
it
like
kicks
that,
off
the
the
first
week
week of
before then. Week before then,
Oh
buddy.
yeah. A week
Yeah.
before then. You're right. Yeah.
Got a bunch. Like I think.
Yeah.
I don't. Who it's like Boise State and a couple other teams. They're in the mix there. They're playing too. So that's a good.
Yes. Yeah.
It's a week before.
I probably got the college and pro mixed up because like
That's all right.
the second week of September is whenever pro starts. So that's when I know football is starting. August, September is when it starts. So I'm really excited. Let's go Cox. Let's surprise people. I want to see us surprise people in different facets of just like competing. No matter what, just I want to see these boys compete. And I've been seeing it. I've been hearing it. And 6-6 is a great record to have for a first-year head coach. If the Gamecocks can go bowling, like that's gonna impress people. And then then the snowball effect will happen. So I'm so excited to just see football, not just the Gamecocks, just watch different teams and just watch the games. And that's usually what I'm watching like at home during the fall and winter. So it just feels like you're seeing a old friend again,
Yeah, a good point, brother.
Rob,
yeah,
Carolina went 6-6 this year. Who do you think they'd end up playing in a bowl game?
Well, it's funny. Caller, do you have anything else for the show, buddy? I'm sorry. Anything else you'd like to talk about before we go to
that? Nothing really. Just this Coors Light goes out to Carolina Jackpot, the one I'm drinking right now. But if Carolina's going to be playing someone in a bowl game, I would like it to be a Power 5 team, but they probably would put, if the Gamecocks win like 6-6, I have a feeling that they would put like a non-Power 5 team that went like 8-5. So that's kind of where I see it, like a non-Power 5 team playing the Gamecocks. That could be a thing. I have a feeling of. I would really like them to play in like the Liberty Bowl. I think that would be really cool.
I'm seeing the Gamecocks playing. I'm seeing them taking on the Marshall Thundering Herd in the Poland Weed Eater Independence Bowl.
There you go. I've got some bowl projections here. We'll go over that.
Or
in a minute.
The Rice Owls.
The Rice Owls.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, caller. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank
Cheers,
you, buddy.
Guys.
All right. There you go. All right. So phone lines are open at 803-470-2905. Speaking
Jane
of which,
Beaver
some bowl
says,
projections.
Kale, why are you bald? Coach, because I don't have any hair. I don't know. Because my hair fell out. I don't know. Sir?
Oh, goodness. Hold on. Let's go out to the phones. Welcome into the show. Good evening.
What's up, fellas? Big and Megan.
What's going on, brother? Should we be playing some Undertaker music for the Georgia Bulldogs now that you've got that fucking idiot that's going to be on the sideline for you?
Yeah, we may actually replace Blondie with the Undertaker. You're probably on cue there.
Look, I'm just being real with you. Having him on the field has to be something Georgia fans are like, what the fuck? I mean,
what about playing the Mankind music? Not the Mankind, not the cool hip Mankind music, not the dun 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 dun, but the
original one where it's like, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The instrumental boiler room music.
Yeah, that's some. Yeah, it's called schizophrenic. I think. Oh, here we go.
Let's get out there and help people customize and save.
Stupid. Hold on. No one cares. All right, here it comes. There it goes, Jackpot. That one.
Yes.
There you go. That's the new Will Muschamp theme right there.
I like.
How's that working out for you? Yeah, it's just him sitting there like just being terrible. All right, so real talk, Megan. That has to be. Yeah, as a Georgia fan, you have to be upset that this guy's going to be on the field.
Well, first of all, let me say to my buddy, old crack pipe over there, I realize that as all this is going down, he's probably thinking, yeah, cry me a river, Georgia fans. You have no idea, So I am sympathetic to what you're probably going through right now, because I was a Georgia fan in the 90s and we were South Carolina in the 90s, So And by the way, Crack Pipe, I have not dropped the ball on the assignment that you gave me. COVID has been devastating the company that I work for, so I'm working crazy hours.
Oh shit!
And I'm just not able to do a whole lot right now.
You haven't gotten the COVID, have you? Hopefully, if you do, you get over that. I had it last July. It's not good. Not good.
Yeah, I had it back in November, and I was one of the lucky ones. It was nothing for me, so I'm hoping that I've still got some antibodies on reserve there. We'll see. So, but no, guys, look, here's the reason I called. Does anybody want to hear exact rundown on what is going to happen this year in the Georgia Clemson game?
Sure, have at it.
Spoiler alert. We will probably be ahead by a significant margin at halftime because that's kind of what we do, only to blow it in the second half. Probably comes down to a special teams play where we have some kind of a horrific blunder due to special teams coaching for obvious reasons. And I will put up any amount of money against anyone else who wants to say otherwise. That's exactly what's going to happen. I've been watching this team for 40 years now. I know what's coming.
Wait a minute now, Megan, you were confident and we were goofing and you were talking about Georgia by 3 TDs. I mean, does Will Muschamp make you feel that bad? Having him on the sideline, that's that bad?
Will Muschamp, the bad luck that follows this guy. And Crack Pipe, I saw one of your videos talking about the injuries y'all did have while he was there. And all of that is correct. But he had the same thing at Florida. I mean, just the injury list was unreal. And apparently, as he's worked his way back to Athens, that has crossed over from athletes to coaches dropping like flies around him. So, yeah, I'm concerned, obviously. I don't see good things happening September 4th. Let's just say that.
Are you going to blame the loss on Will Muschamp if you lose?
I already am, sir.
Ooh.
I'm glad that you and I didn't make our wager before this happened.
I wasn't going to hold you to the 3 touchdowns anyway because I thought you were just being silly. But I'm telling you, Will Muschamp is a black hole. Can I? That's not racist saying black hole, is it? That's just sucks everything in life out of the galaxy. That's what Will Muschamp does.
No more racist than saying Black Widow spider.
Yeah. First of all, breathing air and eating food is racist now, if you haven't heard. So, yeah, I got no clue what the rules are now. But, look, Crack Pipe, you actually made a good point about injuries and all that stuff following him to South Carolina. But people, when you're the opposing team, you don't really care. You kind of forget. Like, I know you're having fun with that, aren't you?
I certainly am.
Are we done, or are we going to keep on going?
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'll be good.
I got you. Okay. No, when you're beating a team who is ravaged with injuries, you don't remember that when you're the opposing team. When you're the team with the injuries, you remember that. And I'll take 2017 was a great example. I think Auburn made it to the SEC championship that year. Alabama came into that game absolutely with reserves playing on defense. And sure enough, that's the only way Auburn wins that game. Well, they did. They pulled it off. Unless you're a Bama fan, you don't know that. It doesn't stick with you. But when you've been on the other side of it, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I mean that's what you're saying is valid. I can't find any holes in that. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah, when you're the opposing team, you just laugh and dance your way to victory. But the losing side remembers everybody who was out. Take, for instance, Georgia and Jacksonville last year.
Yeah, I can figure that was coming, but yeah, we just have to see how things are going to stack up. But having Muschamp on the sidelines is just funny.
Yeah.
So
he's bad karma, that's for sure. So I've basically written off the September 4th game. So chalk one up for the ACC. This one's done. It's ACC 1, SEC 0. start off the year.
All right. Well, Megan, thanks for calling the show, man. We appreciate it.
Cody Brandt, Randall says, what's next? Tennessee winning the East this year with laughing face. Cody Brandt says, Randall, Tennessee has a better chance than USC Junior. What? How can you quantify that? I mean, why? Tell me why. I want to know why. Y'all can't say you can't tell me why, Cody. You can just sit here and spew out nonsense. You have, and I think I made a great point in my video. Josh Heupel, which neither has Shane Beamer to that point. Has Josh Heupel ever had to take a program that was in the shitter and rebuild it? No. The only program that Josh Heupel has ever ran, he was handed the keys to a Cadillac. And, I mean, he didn't turn the Cadillac into a Pinto or anything, but he wasn't there long enough. But, I mean, he downgraded it from a Cadillac to a Lexus. I mean, he did. Central Florida was not as intimidating in 2020 as they were in 2017. It's just facts.
That's a valid point. I'm not a fan of Heupel anyway, but that's just me. We'll see. He's got an opportunity there. I mean, if he can build, he's going to have to rebuild that Tennessee program. I mean, they lost, 29 guys and got what? I mean,
25 guys hit the transfer portal.
29 entered.
That is unreal.
That's my fault. But either way, he had to basically replace a team on the fly. We're going to see how good of a rebuilder he is.
Christian Walker says because Harrison Bailey is the real deal. We've been hearing this for years. Okay. Well, JT Shrout was supposed to be the real deal. Brian Maurer was the real deal. Jarrett Guantanamo Bay was the real deal. This guy and that guy was the real deal. I mean, nobody's been the real deal. He said we replace those 25 with faster guys. Yeah, whatever.
Okay, that's silly. Tyler Chandler was a guy that's gonna sting losing him, but okay. Come on, Vol Steak, you're better than that. Son.
He was okay. Eric Gray was better than him.
Randall says Dobbs is coming back. Dobbs had wasn't Dobbs the guy with the forehead that had its own zip code?
Yeah, y'all said Bentley was the real. I didn't say that.
Bentley's he's gonna play at South Alabama this year. Watch South Alabama be
Bentley
good.
Disappointed me time after time after time. I never said he was the real deal. You never heard those words leave these lips.
Mr. Boogie says Tennessee has the most delusional fan base. That's true.
Taco says every team playing Carolina is going to just stack the box and go after Harris. Yeah. And then Luke Doty's going to hit Nick Muse down the seam. Fuck him right up the butt crack. So there you go.
I mean, if anybody's due to be doing what you just said, it's Nick Muse because he's due. There you go.
Yeah,
go with that.
I mean, I guess all the Karens and couch coaches no more. That was funny.
That's funny.
He said all the Karens and couch coaches no more than our coaches.
Isn't that what he said? That's what.
Yes,
said, right?
He did. He said it with a list. All the Karens and the couch coaches no more than our coaches and staff.
He said something on Twitter where it was like I said about catching the ball more or something. Oh, that was funny. All right, let's go out to the phone. Let's answer the call here. Oh, answer the phone. And welcome into the Rob and Kale Show.
Hey, what's going on? This here is Cody Branch out of Tennessee.
Tony, how are you, sir?
Right.
I'm doing fine. All right, crack pipe. Let's talk some shit, buddy.
All right, let's do it.
Dude, you really want to sit there and say Tennessee ain't going to be nothing? Well, dude, South Carolina's got a worse chance than Tennessee does, even though Tennessee lost a ton of talent.
Why?
What the fuck are we doing out there?
Tennessee also gained 10 players out of Power 5 from the transfer portal.
Okay, South Carolina gained 20.
Jackpot! I forgot. I have Tennessee music when Tennessee fans call. Here we go.
South
There you
Carolina
go.
picked up the kid who has the most sacks coming back in FCS. So what y'all pick up?
What'd you get there, buddy?
Repeat
What'd you
that.
guys pick up?
The kid we have a kid that we just picked up that had 11 sacks last year at Georgia State. That's the most in FCS, most individual sacks. What do y'all have coming? I mean, that y'all picked up. I mean, I know you picked up a quarterback or two.
We also picked up a middle linebacker out of Texas. That was our leading tackler. I think he had.
Okay, so is he replacing your leading tackler that ran off?
What's that linebacker's name?
300 tackles.
What's that linebacker's name?
Juwan Mitchell.
Never heard of her.
He was a starting linebacker for 3 years.
Where at?
He's not bad.
Where was he the starting linebacker at?
Texas.
Okay.
Texas defense hasn't been all that bad.
Nobody plays defense in the Big 12 now. Come on now. Let's just be honest there on that. I mean,
would you rather have him or would you rather have Henry Toto?
It ain't been bad. But I do agree. Big 12 is absolute dog shit for defense. But hell, I guess the ACC can attest to that too, huh?
Are we talking about the ACC or are we talking about Tennessee, brother? I mean, if you want to talk about an ACC team, I mean, we can talk about how Pitt's going to come into Tennessee and stomp that ass. Do you want to talk about that?
Well, honestly, that is a toss-up game. It's not an ass stomping either way, no matter how you look at it.
What's about Pitt? Let's see. Here's what Pitt's got that's better than Tennessee. They've got a better coach. They've got a better quarterback, and they've got a better defense. Those three things generally win you some football games.
Even though didn't they lose most of their starters on defense?
No, sir. They've got a bit of those guys coming back for Pitt.
Oh, did they really? Okay. Well, I read an article on this.
Kenny Pickett is a fifth-year senior starting quarterback. He's been there since the dawn of time, and Pitt's gonna walk in there, and they may not blow you out, but they're not gonna be intimidated playing in that sea of orange up there.
Well, no. Who said anybody's going to be intimidated by Tennessee? I never said anybody's going to be intimidated.
I mean, but you were talking about the ACC. The only matchup with an ACC team you've got is Pitt, and Pitt's probably going to win in your house.
I'd like to differ on that because, as we attested with Jarrett Garantano, starting experience doesn't mean big. It really doesn't. No matter your talent level, it doesn't mean big.
Pickett's played in the ACC championship game. He's a decent quarterback. He's not a bum. Just saying.
Every ACC team other than Clemson has had a shot at the title game in the past decade.
That's because the Coastal. You're right about that. The Coastal's had like 6 different winners. Hey, can you confirm this for me? Taco Online says they sell dip at the Neyland concession stand. Is that true or not?
Well, I ain't even been to fucking Neyland Stadium in 4 years. Hell, I don't fucking know. I actually don't.
That's a valid question.
I really doubt that it's a new phenomenon.
It is a valid question because I do know what he's talking about.
I'm just saying, do they sell dip at the concession stands? I'm just wondering. I mean,
I doubt they introduced it in the last couple of years.
Sell dip at the concession stands? Actually, yes, they do. They sell Copenhagen and Grizzly at the concession stands. That ain't no lie.
Holy shit. Sir, do you have anything else that you'd like to bring to the program this evening?
Well, all I do want to say is Tennessee has had multiple 4-star wide receivers in the past 4 recruiting classes. So we have good wide receiver talent, and we have good quarterback talent. It just needs to be developed. Is Heupel the man to do that? I have no clue. But what I do know is he is good with quarterbacks. So who knows? We could have a really good offense or we could have a really bad offense. That's all I'm saying. It could go boom or bust.
Well, thank
Boom
you for
being
calling.
6 wins and bust being 3 wins. That's my prediction. But
well, hey, maybe it's like this.
It's going to be a home run higher in time, or it's going to be a disaster.
One or the other, right?
yeah, it could be that.
All right. Well, thank you for calling the show, sir. We appreciate it.
Yeah, buddy. Have a good night, buddy.
Thanks. More Tennessee fans are welcome to call. That's what I've learned on the program this evening, Jackpot. They sell dip at the concession stands at Tennessee. I did not know that.
Well, it's never been brought up before, but I'm not surprised.
Mr. Boogie with the other is Mr. Boogie an admin and watch out he should be?
You know what I'm saying?
Mr. Boogie says spit bottles are sold separately. Damn it. He also said he sounds like he has a dip in now. Okay, sir. Look, Tennessee fans, when they call, it's funny because the few Tennessee fans we've had that have called have all sounded like that. And not necessarily just sounding like that makes you sound silly. It's just, it automatically kind of takes away a little bit. I don't know. Craziness. All right, 803-470-2905, 803-470-2905. I don't know what Jackpot's doing there. He got rid of his camera feed there, but hopefully he'll come back to us in a minute. And Trevor Lawrence grew up a Tennessee fan. That's true. Anyway, Jackpot, what was the other thing that I was going to talk to you about? We got like a ton of people watching us this evening, Jackpot. Crazy numbers over there. Thank you guys for checking the show this evening. Alan says he's dipping apple skull. Apple skull. Aaron says the Tennessee's going undefeated. Okay.
That's possible.
They have the Mankind music again. All right, 803-470-2905 if you want to get involved with that. Let me give you some of these bowl projections really quick, Jackpot, before we get out of here. You know, you were mentioning just some SEC teams that are projected for a bowl. Well, here we go. Let's get this call first. Good evening. Welcome to the Rob and Kale Show.
Man, what's going on, brother? It's Sippy from the Sippy Sports Show. You know I had to jump in here. Happy first day of training camp with shoulder pads for the Golden Eagles. Southern Miss to the doggone top. How y'all doing tonight, brothers?
Hey, question for you. You think Southern Miss, if they played Tennessee, they'd have a chance?
Let me tell you something. There ain't nothing impossible here for the Golden Eagles. If we come in with Will Hall, the brand new head coach, we got the West Virginia transfer at quarterback. We got Frank Gore Jr., Frank Gore's son. Let me tell y'all something, boys. The ceiling is endless. Southern Miss is coming, baby.
All right, fair enough.
There is no ceiling for Southern Miss, in other words.
That's it, baby. Y'all know what's up. Frank Gore Jr. for Heisman. I thank y'all for taking a call. And let me tell you something. When Southern Miss starts going in the top 25, y'all give on Sippy a call and you remind me who the man is around here. Because let me tell you something. Brett Favre from Southern Miss, and that's all you need to know, baby. Southern Miss to the doggone top.
All right, man. Thanks for calling the show. Spencer asked if they have Wi-Fi in East Tennessee. I don't know. Some of the bowl projections for the SEC. Here's an ACC one in the Mortgage Bowl, the Union Home Mortgage Bowl, Wake Forest and Liberty. Okay. Oh, here we go. In the Liberty Bowl, Tennessee and Oklahoma State.
That's ridiculous.
Let's see here. I'm looking for SEC matchups. In the Fenway Bowl, they've got Cincy and Boston College. In the Holiday Bowl, North Carolina and Southern Cal.
North Carolina, where?
North Carolina going to the Holiday Bowl against Southern Cal.
Down that low?
Yep. I don't know what's happening there. The Duke's Mayonnaise Bowl, Pitt and Mizzou. That game will be in Charlotte. There'll be about 12 people there.
Yeah, really.
No, I'm serious. I mean, like, do you think Pitt and Mizzou are going to travel? Hey, let's go to Charlotte 2 days after Christmas and play for a jar of mayonnaise. Who the hell wants to do that?
That game is not going to draw. It never drew a dime.
Gator Bowl projected matchup: Miami and Auburn. Yeah. Other matchups: Northwestern and Kentucky in the Music City Bowl. Huh. Okay. Terrific. The Cheez-It Bowl. Well, probably go ahead.
Either Miami or North Carolina is going to end up playing Clemson, probably, and then ACC championship game. So they're rating them both down that low. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm getting to the other matchups here. Michigan and Florida in the Outback Bowl. Penn State and Ole Miss in the Citrus Bowl.
I don't think Ole Miss.
Mississippi State in the Texas Bowl. Okay.
Who?
TCU and Mississippi State.
I don't think Mississippi State finishes that high, but okay.
Let's see here. In the Peach Bowl, UCF and Texas A&M. What a shit game that'll be.
Okay. Yeah.
The Fiesta Bowl, LSU and Notre Dame.
I don't think Notre Dame.
In the Rose Bowl, Wisconsin and Oregon. Ugh.
That's viable.
Sugar Bowl, Iowa State and Georgia in the Sugar Bowl. Now, these projections were written before Will Muschamp was put on the staff on the field at Georgia. So Georgia's probably going to the shit bowl now.
Yeah.
But Iowa State and Georgia, the projection in the Sugar Bowl.
Sugar dissolved real quick.
Yeah, certainly. Playoff semifinal, Clemson and Oklahoma. And Alabama and Ohio State.
Guess Clemson's glad they'll play Ohio State.
And then they've got Alabama and Oklahoma in the final.
Ohio State going to be ranked 12th or 13th this year.
I don't know. They'll be 35 spots higher than the Gamecocks finish. Anyway, 803-470-2905. Randall says that LSU would shit on Notre Dame. Notre Dame, man, they're just always, they don't impress me much at all. I'm just saying.
They didn't impress me last year. They're especially in the ACC championship game. They're always kind of hard to figure out.
Yeah, that's true. We'll have to figure out what happens with them. So Spencer says Orgeron is fired by Halloween. That might be true too.
Oh, they fired me in time to go trick or treating.
I got fired, but I got me a payout. What a shit show. All right, Jackpot. Well, I think we've had a pretty good show this evening, brother. We'll have another show on Wednesday. We'll have some camp news on Wednesday with folks moving around and all that good stuff. We didn't even really talk about Justin Ross was cleared to play. And for Clemson fans, reports are Tyson Fomachu, even though he tore his Achilles in the spring game, was out moving around with the quarterbacks. I don't know how much he's going to get to play, but he was out on the field moving around. I don't know how far he is from getting on the field, but as far as on the practice field, he was able to do some things. So let's answer the phone here before we get out of here. Welcome into the show. Good evening.
Good evening. I have a question for Carolina Jackpot.
Okay.
Sure.
So, is Miller Lite your favorite beer of all time?
Yes.
Gotcha. I was wondering about that. I was like, he drinks a lot of Miller Lite, so cool. I just wanted to know that.
Yeah, I'll drink occasionally something else cheap like Busch Light or Keystone or something like that, but As a
Okay.
rule, Miller Lite's the go-to.
You got to
Do
be
you like
shitting
them
me.
in cans or bottles?
I actually like the can bottle, the aluminum bottle.
Those pint aluminum cans.
Yeah. Great invention.
Cool. Awesome. Yep, that was my only question.
All right, buddy. Have a good night.
You too.
All right, there you go. People learned about Jackpot and his beer projection. I know he likes to drink some beer with an apple in it. I don't know.
That's Busch Light apple, yes.
Miller Lite tastes like urine.
What's that?
Taco says Miller Lite tastes like urine.
Okay, if urine tastes like the nectar of the gods, then you're correct.
All right. Well, it's been a great show this evening, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back at it on Wednesday. Hopefully. Well, now we got another call. Hold on.
Very popular.
Here. I know, very popular tonight. Let's get this call in. Welcome into the show. Good evening.
Hey, let me tell y'all something. Y'all trashing on Tennessee. We winning the mother freaking championship this year. I'm tired of y'all trashing on us, especially Carolina Jackpot. We are going to the Natty this year.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I'm just tired of Carolina Jackpot acting like we the SEC doormat.
Nobody says the SEC doormat. I mean, but you're not. I mean, you're not one of the elite. Neither is South Carolina. But I mean, yeah, it is what it is.
3 years ago, you didn't win a conference game, so
we are going to whoop y'all's ass this year.
Okay, buddy. You said you're going to win the Natty, so I mean, winning the Natty means you're going to whip everybody's ass, right?
Make sure you call back in when that doesn't happen.
We go with Alabama, we go with Auburn, we go with Georgia, we go with Florida. They don't want to.
We don't play Auburn, so
y'all know deep down that we the best in the SEC East. So I don't want to hear it.
Okay. Yeah, sure, buddy. Whatever, man. I don't even know where to go with all that.
I mean, we got Heupel. He's an offensive-minded coach. He's the best coach in the, all the.
I don't know shit about fuck.
Yeah.
He's gonna be better than Saban one day. So I mean.
I don't know shit about fuck.
Very good.
All right. Just want to let y'all know once we go 12-0, y'all can call me and I'll just fill y'all in on what I was saying.
When y'all gonna play Auburn? They're not on the schedule. You said y'all gonna whip Auburn this year. You gonna play them in the SEC championship game? Huh?
Yeah, we gonna beat everybody we face, man. Easy.
Cool, y'all just gonna beat them. Y'all just gonna beat on teams y'all ain't even playing just for the hell of it. I hear you.
Hey, Josh Heupel was about to build something at UCF.
Y'all just gonna start pulling teams out of the stands that y'all ain't playing. Start whipping up on them.
The only game that I think we might have a problem with is probably Georgia. But other than that, we gonna roll through Ole Miss and Alabama and Florida.
So you think Georgia's better than Alabama?
Yeah, I do.
Even after
Smart, man, he's building something up out there in Athens.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
So just wanted to let y'all know. So once we go 12-0, you know who to call.
Okay.
So
one of my might be drunk on moonshine right now. Is that true?
You said what?
Are you drinking moonshine, sir?
I'm not drinking anything. Tennessee is winning the Natty this year, whether y'all like it or not. Y'all know it. Y'all just don't want to give us any love. I don't know what it is against Tennessee, but y'all like y'all can't stand us for no reason. Y'all know we the best team.
Hold on, respectfully, sir. T. Martin's not your quarterback anymore. Peyton Manning's not in the locker room putting his nutsack on trainers' faces. This is not the Tennessee from then. What was it? 3 seasons ago, you didn't win a damn conference game. I mean, if we're going to be honest, let's just be honest with what we are.
That was 3 seasons ago.
Sure. And you're coming off of what? You've had 29 people leave, 25 people leave the transfer portal. You're giving money to people in McDonald's bags. Phil Fulmer had to walk away in shame.
I'll try to everyone trashes us for that. That's a one-time thing.
You know that's a one-time
That's
thing.
a one-time thing.
It was a one-time thing. Okay.
It didn't normally happen. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. So it didn't normally happen.
It normally happens. It's just beyond me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, it doesn't normally happen. I mean, it should never happen.
Joe Milton is the next Cam Newton. He is about to be QB1 for us, and he is about to run all over South Carolina.
Eric says, "Hang up, sir. You're embarrassing your fans." Noted Tennessee fan in the group chat.
And I hope we play Clemson in the playoffs. Can y'all get y'all's tail smacked?
I tell you what, sir. I tell you what. I will bet you my car that if Clemson played Tennessee in the playoffs, Clemson wins by 4 touchdowns. Tennessee is a shithole. Stop with the nonsense, sir. No one's else going to tell you that. I have to help you, sir. Your team is a shithole. Until you guys can get out of this thing with McDonald's Gate and everything else, you are a shithole. You should be happy if you beat Vanderbilt and South Carolina. If that happens, Josh Heupel should be Coach of the Year. You're not that good, sir.
Coach. He did amazing things for USC.
Who gives a shit? Will Muschamp was a great defensive-minded coach, and he was an asshole. And by the way, Josh Heupel was like your second choice. You wanted Tony Elliott.
You need an offensive-minded coach.
You wanted Tony Elliott. Tony Elliott, the guy who helped to, mentor Deshaun Watson and Trevor Lawrence. That's an offensive-minded coach, and he told your athletic director to go fuck himself. And that's why he had to go home and get Josh Heupel.
We don't want Tony Elliott. Tony Elliott sucks. He does. The only reason
he
looks somewhat decent is because y'all recruited good. That's the only reason y'all did.
How do you think those recruits got there, sir? Who recruited? He recruited Trevor Lawrence, got him out of Georgia.
No,
he was also in Deshaun Watson's camp, getting him to. Maybe he knows a little bit more than Josh Heupel.
Hey, you know why they went there? Because y'all were having winning seasons and y'all started winning. If he was at South Carolina,
well, maybe your team should win some games, sir. Let's start with that. Let's win a conference game. Let's try that.
Hey, if he was at South Carolina, would he have had that type of success?
Brother, he didn't go to South Carolina. He is a Clemson alum, and he's the offensive coordinator there.
I'm saying if he was the offensive coordinator at South Carolina, would he have had that type of
success?
Sir,
respectfully, this has nothing to do with South Carolina. We're talking about Tennessee, and if you want to try to be in the Clemson world,
so you brought up Tony Elliott and how good of an offensive-minded coach.
Yes, you know why I brought him up? Because your athletic director lied and said that he didn't interview anybody but Heupel, and that's not true. Tony Elliott was his first choice, and Tony Elliott said, "No, I don't want any of that nonsense up there. Fuck that. I'd rather be the offensive coordinator at Clemson than the head coach at Tennessee." That's what Tony Elliott did. These are all facts, sir.
Tony Elliott. He's a bum.
Yeah, well, if you would have got Tony Elliott, you might have won 6 games this year. Write that shit down.
Yeah, right. Hey, we don't play in the ACC. The SEC is much harder.
Brother, you need to calm down with that shit because if you played in the ACC,
you're gonna lose to an ACC team week 2.
Shit. You're gonna lose to the 4th place team in the Coastal this year. They're gonna come into your place and win. That's real, man. You don't even know who the hell's on your schedule. Look at your schedule, sir.
Who are you talking about? I didn't hear what you said. Shit. What were you saying?
I said you're going to lose to the team that's probably going to finish 4th in the Coastal this year. They're coming into your place and they're going to beat you.
You talking about?
You don't even know who's on your schedule, sir.
Please don't tell me you're talking about Pittsburgh.
I'm talking about Pittsburgh. As I said, Pittsburgh has 3 things Tennessee doesn't have: a better coach, a senior quarterback, and a better defense. And they actually have kids that want to be there.
Pittsburgh? Come on, man.
Pittsburgh.
You talking about Pittsburgh team went 6-5?
Pittsburgh wins that game.
You said what?
I said Pittsburgh wins that game, sir.
The team that went 6-5 last year. What did you went 3-7?
Stop thinking that you're great, man. You're not that good until you actually go out and win games. No one's gonna think you're viable.
Was 3-7 last year. Hey, Tennessee was 3-7 last year, but guess who we beat? We beat them chickens. We beat them chickens. Them chickens.
You did. You went 3-7, and you weren't even that good. You lost 25 players off that team.
Hey, but who got the win? Who got the win though?
Oh my God!
I can't argue with that.
You had 3 wins last year. You beat a South Carolina team that had Will Muschamp as their coach, Vanderbilt, and your 3rd win was Mizzou, right? So there's your 3 wins last year.
That was the crown jewel of the season.
The crown jewel was beating Mizzou.
Hey, but that was with a new coach. Now it's a new regime. Now it's new energy. Now it's a new face in the building. We're going to be so good this year. I'm telling you. He's an offensive-minded coach. He was going to turn UCF around if he had time. But now he's going to turn Tennessee around.
UCF was good before he got there. Sir, UCF was good before he got there.
They won a national championship the year before he came.
He was going to. He was going to.
Turn him around for what? They were great. They were the best. One of the best G5
They won a
teams
national championship.
God damn.
No,
all right,
he was going to turn around and get them a natty.
Can you play the sound clip, Rob? I don't know shit about fuck.
How about this one? Yeah. No, not that one. This one. No, where is it? Oh, damn it. Oh, this one.
Hey, you fucking redneck, cousin fucking, chicken fucking, hillbilly, goddamn East Tennessee outlaw mud show piece of shit.
Thanks for calling the show. That guy was killing me, Jackpot. I mean, killing me, brother.
Well, I think he just told all of us.
He told all of us. I mean, yeah, they don't want
to beat Alabama. We're going to beat Auburn. We're going to beat Mississippi. We're going to beat Georgia Tech. We're going to beat Florida State. He was jerking teams out of the fucking sands play.
But he didn't know the team that he was going to play from the ACC.
No.
Okay. Begging Megan with another great comment. Begging Megan Begging Megan was mouthy about a month ago. Now he's like, you know what? Now that Muschamp's on the sidelines, I better not say much.
Took him down a notch.
Took him down a lot. Chris says he can't breathe. Holy shit.
That was funny.
And the sad thing is that I could have kept going with him if we wanted to. He'd still be telling me the same things. Tennessee, we beat them chickens. Tennessee's got an offensive-minded head coach. God damn.
Well, I mean, I can't argue with that, but he was laughing about Pitt. He said the same Pitt that went 6-5 last year. Sir, you went 3-7.
Yeah.
I mean,
3 wins over juggernauts. Get the fuck out of here. God damn. All right, guys. Well, I don't know where to go from here, so I think it's best that we end the show. We'll be happy to take your calls again on Wednesday. But yeah.
So I'm always talking shit about Tennessee. I mean, when I do my predictions and stuff, like today I did the season prediction and I picked South Carolina to lose the game to Clemson because Clemson's really good and we're not. And we're not on that level. I just said that, Tennessee's got some work to do. I'm not always talking shit. I mean, if Tennessee was on the level of Clemson or Georgia, I'd probably be predicting us to lose to them by several scores. It's just.
Chris says he spent $17.50 off of his jail phone for that call.
I don't know, man. That was off the chain.
Craziness. All right. Well, appreciate you guys, man. With that, we'll talk to you on Wednesday.